What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. This is season 5, episode 15. Smells like bad decisions. Hopefully this video won't be too long. Again, I got my sisters over, so that's why stuff a little late. But hey, it is what it is. Family comes first. But let's just get up into this episode. It was cute. It was cute for what it was. Really wasn't much. Key Rock and Brittany. I really like, even though Key Rock kind of annoyed me a little bit in Love Doing Lockup, or I should say Love After Lockup, the original version. Um, Key Rock and his family has really been like my favorite story on here because it's dealing with different elements that we normally don't see. The whole thing about transitioning and actually having a family that cares about you through and through. Okay. And so, we see him doing the process of trying to get a job, and we see him literally putting, using the connections that he has and not just waiting till the last minute to try to get a job or whatever. And he goes ahead, someone that he was, I guess, working under and being taught by, mentored by, whatever, in prison, suggested he work or check out this particular company that do HVAC and stuff like that. And so he called them. They said, yeah, we can have you come in for a little interview and all that stuff. Your stuff look good or whatever. And I like this part because it does open your eyes to a lot of stuff that, trans people go through, especially trans people that have not, went on ahead and been able to change their name legally and change their gender legally, and get new identification in that whole process. And the apprehension and the, nervousness and anxiety that they feel when they have to still walk around with their old names and their old identification and everything, and hand that in and all of that stuff. And to see that. And what I liked about this scene is because, again, I know some people probably tired of talking about it or whatever, but this is what a lot of people in the LGBT community face, especially trans people, the lack of respect. Okay. And what I'm loving about Key Rock's whole storyline is that nobody is misgendering him. You know what I'm saying? They looked at his identification and he was so worried about it. And even though it had his old name on there, all of that other stuff, they still called him what he wanted to be called. They still were being respectful. I don't care if it was because the camera was on or whatever. They still was being respectful. And I just don't understand how come people just can't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you agree. It don't matter if you disagree. But if a person wants you to call them this or call them that, just respect them enough to do so and then go about your day. It's not hard to do so. Okay? We don't care about what you feel. Like, it's not that hard. But, of course, they went through the credentials and, he was saying how he went to jail for 7 years for burglary, for a gun charge and all that stuff, and that, he changed his life. He's not doing all of that stuff again. I really do feel like, well, I want to feel like that he's not going to fall back into the trap. But it's like as soon as you say stuff like that, that's when stuff pop up and be like, oh, this person back in jail and this person back in jail. I be like, damn. Okay? It be making me mad. But hopefully he don't fall into that trap. He do get hired, And it was cool. And you want to know what it is, especially what got me, because when it comes to black people, and especially when it comes to men, when it comes to men, I guess with trans men, and I could be, doing the most or whatever, but because of the stuff that I see on Twitter and all of that stuff, men can be very disrespectful to trans men. Okay? And sometimes. And for that black man to sit there and to still not disrespect Key Rock or whatever, that really made a difference for me. I was just like, you know what? Good looking out for that. And so he got the job, but he was also worried about the fact that his brother Desmond, his older brother, like about 5 years, he's going back on drugs. He went to go do a little bit boxing and stuff like that at the gym, and Desmond was supposed to show up. Desmond never showed up. And they haven't spoken to Desmond or heard from him, seen him or whatever in the past, 2 or 3 days, right? And so, Key Rock was talking to his friend Mont about the whole situation, about how he didn't know that he was on drugs. His mother had kept that away from him while he was in jail, because that's when it really started, and that's really when it got bad. And so when he found out about it, he felt some type of way, because he felt like he let them down because he wasn't there to help, and he's part of the reason why he probably went back on drugs. And I know it's that guilty conscience type of thing, but I really feel like Key Rock don't have anything to be guilty about. It could be the fact that, their other brother did pass away. You know what I'm saying? He could be still in his feelings about that, don't know how to deal with that, and some other things that's probably going on. But I don't think Key Rock needs to blame himself, but I get why he do. That's just how you do when you love somebody. You just try to make up some type of excuse to come to the understanding as to why they're doing the things that they're doing. And now they haven't heard from him in a minute, and that conversation, I love the conversations that Key Rock and his mother always have. I just love his mama so much, okay? And she feels so guilty. She feels like, she messed up with her son, and Key Rock had to, reassure her, no, this is not your fault. You did not mess up with us. You know what I'm saying? And basically, they tried to call. He wouldn't answer the phone. It's been a minute. It's been 3 days now. And, Key Rock had to tell her, I really think that he's back on drugs. She was like, I know it's not alcohol. I know it's not alcohol because I be having wine up in there. And usually if I had wine up in there, sometimes it'll be gone out the refrigerator. But it's been up in the refrigerator. Ain't nobody been touching it but me or whatever. So it's not alcohol. And you know what they say, once an addict, always an addict. And we come to find out that he has relapsed a few times already. He's been in a 30-day program, a 60-day program, and a 90-day program. And, I don't want to fault people who start drugs, who do drugs, because, again, you don't know exactly what's going on within themselves and what's been going on in their life or whatever that caused them to seek that type of self-medication. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly feel, some people may feel different. When you do drugs, when you do alcoholism, you start drinking alcohol, it's not a disease. It's not a disease until you start to do it more frequent, and then you can't stop, and that's when you get addicted. And then I feel like most of the people who get addicted to drugs and alcohol or whatever, because they're searching for that type of high and that type of feeling that it makes them feel, it blocks out a lot of stuff. And it also is like, these people already have an addictive type of personality or whatever, so it's easily for them to get addicted. And then that's when it becomes a disease, okay? Because it becomes very, very hard to get off of that stuff. And then it comes hard once you get off to not go back. It's very hard. So, that's just how I feel about it, especially giving somebody, like I said, if you don't know, I've had a couple of family members. I had my uncle, he passed away from alcoholism. My aunt, she was a alcoholic and a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? And both of those people are no longer here, unfortunately. And so dealing with what Desmond is Key Rock and his family is going through, I can truly relate. So I just hope they get that together. The confrontation going to be next week. I really want to see that. But moving on from that, let's get into Justine and Michael. Now listen, I don't want to disrespect people's parents, okay? Especially their mamas. I don't know why we say that. Like, sometimes we just feel like mamas get a little bit more respect than fathers, but they both should be getting equal respect, especially if they are both in their kids' lives. But in this case, I don't want to disrespect people's mamas, okay? But Michael mama needs to be cussed out to the fullest, okay? I really feel like they just taking it a little bit too easy on her, because ain't no way in heck you gonna suggest that my baby is not the father of my child, okay, my husband, and then we used to be cool with each other. And see, that's the whole thing about this. They in Rhode Island, seeing the kids and all this stuff. The mamas and Michael and Justine, they doing like a little double situation. They get together in a restaurant and they all talking and having a good time. And then Michael mama pulled out a paternity test. I said, what? Now, see, she brought this up earlier when they found out that she was pregnant, right? And we got the reason that, you may have a little bit of doubt or whatever. Sometimes people, feel like, oh, if this can happen to one person, and this already happened to our family, or this already happened before, it's a possibility that it can happen again. So let's take precaution and all this stuff. And of course, I'm pretty sure she's dealing with the post-traumatic trauma of it all. You know what I'm saying? And of having an uncle or her brother, whoever it was. Yeah, I think it was her brother, because Michael said her uncle. I mean, his uncle. Having a child that he was taking care of, and coming to find out the child wasn't biologically his, right? And that's messed up on both fronts, right? And I understand that you want to make sure something like that never happens again, because you don't want to get too attached, because that's going to hurt when you feel like, oh, I've been loving. And at the end of the day, let me tell you something. If I find out somebody in my family really ain't my family member, and I have a good relationship with them, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter whether you're biologically mine or not. And I just feel like it should be that way. And if you want to go find out who you biologically belong to, go ahead. But at the end of the day, you still got me as family. We still consider family, okay? It ain't our fault. It ain't your fault. It ain't my fault that we didn't know who your real people was, but we took you in and we didn't know, okay? I just feel that type of way. But at the same time, I get where Michael mama coming from. Like, she don't want to be having a close relationship to a child or a person that's not really her grandchild. I get it. Some people don't want to connect like that, and you know how that feel and all that stuff. But at the same time, she wrong as hell. She rude as shit, and it just really. It really bothers me, because again, Justine and Michael's mama had a good relationship. They had a good relationship prior to him getting out of jail. Okay? Like, the mamas conspired to hook them up and all of that stuff, and they was all friends or whatever. And it's like, as soon as he get out of jail, and then all of a sudden the parents and stuff start coming up, you judging her about having her daughter letting her daughter have a tattoo or a piercing, all this stuff or whatever. And then, you know, now it's, you don't think that the baby could be your son? And just like Justine mama said, your son out here humping around and got multiple baby mamas and a couple of kids that's born on the same year. Okay, because he had a couple of women pregnant at the same time. You weren't worried about him doing nothing. Okay, meanwhile, you worried about this girl who only been with him since he got out. And like he said, I've been locked up for 6 years or so. I ain't had no sex in that home, but I ain't had no sex that whole time, okay? And so if I ain't have it, baby, it's going to come real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm not surprised. Do I believe Justine cheated on Michael? Hell no, okay? They so into each other, and I know looks can be deceiving, and sometimes you can think that, and, you know, stuff could be happening in the background. You just don't know. But do I truly feel like she did anything else with Michael? No, I think she's all about Michael. And at this point in time, I do think Michael is all about her. Do I think it's a possibility he could step out? Sure, always. Her too. But at this point in time, in this period, from what we're looking at, they're all about each other, okay? I don't see him doing nothing outside of her doing nothing outside of him. She's always with him. He's always with her. But at the end of the day, you know, people will find a way. I'm just saying, but do I feel like anything happened? No. And for the mama to come out with that paternity test and still do that shit at the table, and then gonna say, regardless, I'm still gonna get, I'm gonna still find a way to get the test done. I said, what? You want to know what? Once, it was one time that you brought it up. I think that you're playing around and you'll get the point not to do no stuff like that. And especially given I know the history of where it's coming from. Okay. But then when you get to the point where we're having dinner and we're getting together with our parents, and then you want to sit and put that test on the table like that, that'll tell me, and that should let you know, we ain't got no more relationship. And I'll be that type of person that won't let you see my child at all. Because one, you doubted the paternity. That hurts. That hurts. That is something I would never be able to get over. I would never be able to get over, because like Justine mama said, you're basically trying to call her a tramp. And that's just really messed up. That's really, you're trying to call her a hoe. Okay, that's really, really messed up, you know. And that just goes to show that she really don't respect that lady like we thought she did. And we saw that crumbling as soon as he got out of jail. So we knew that. I said, child, we gonna do this in front of everybody. Y'all seen the table behind them, the table with the man and the woman and them. They had a party back there. They was just standing there. They was sitting there looking like this. I said, that's me. I'm telling y'all. Listen. Let it be some cameras around, and we supposed to be acting like we ain't know what's going on. Girl, I'm finna be all up in it. What are y'all over there filming? Can I get a cameo? Hey. Let me go back to my seat. Get my good side. That's me. Okay, that's me. Mind you, I don't want to be on TV, but hey, if it's there, let me get. Okay, that's me. But you know, Justine and Michael better than me. They better than me, and he kind of cussed her out, but in a calm way, in a respectful type way. And what I mean by that is he could have said all type of curse word. He could have, you effed up for that. You wrong for that, mama. This is my woman. He could have got loud with her, everything. But he did it. Because it just shows he still got respect for his mama. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that because we know some people that'll probably just go off the rails and even for cameras and do some stuff like that. Moving on from that, Arise and Cameron. Now, on the one hand, I don't know. I feel like I still got a little bit of hope for Arise and Cameron. But at the same time, I'm going to need them to understand the situation that they're in. Okay? At the end of the day, they're still trying to figure out where they're going to live. And it's two different priorities that's going on right about now. Arise's priority is trying to find a home. Cameron is working on his music. I do love the scenes though because y'all already know how I feel about, you know, these people coming out of jail and you got kids and having the kids call your daddy and mommy and all that stuff or whatever. But the way that Arise did it with her daughter, Cameron is not her father, but she don't have him calling her dad, calling him daddy and all that stuff. But you see that they do have a bond with each other, you know. And I did like them at the little planet. What is it, the nursery or whatever, getting some plants and stuff and talking about whether or not how it is going to be with a kid, and if you have a plan, you can, this just like preparing you for a baby. No, I mean, you can water a plant and go away, but with a baby and your child, you got to continue to, you know, watch after it or whatever. I like that little conversation they was having. That shows some type of maturity on Cameron's part. And, you know, even asking her, do you feel like, you know, I guess he's doing enough or whatever. But she was safe enough. And I like the fact that she could speak her mind and say, you know, she don't know how she feel a little bit because do he make her feel a little bit stable? You know, we up here looking for homes and RVs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was a concern of hers. And I'm glad she was able to voice that. But at the same time, you got to reset her sister. I believe that was her sister. Y'all can correct me in the comments. One person. Maybe two. Okay? Anyway, they looking at houses, right? They go to this one house and, you know, it's nice enough or whatever. And, you know, she was talking to the realtor and telling them about the fact that, you know, the last places they was at, it was a problem because her husband just got out of jail. He's a felon and all that stuff. And he was like, that's no problem here. Okay? Fine. She said this house like $400,000. She works as a data analysis. Cameron works as a call center, right? I'm sitting here like, girl. Let me see. Y'all know I'm finna do some math. Data analysis salary. Oh, okay. I'm seeing different things. Wow. Okay. They say $56,000 to $150,000 per year for salary, $50K to $110K, $66K to $100K. Okay. Depending on what it is. But for a $400,000 house and your husband only making money from a call center, no shade. I just feel like, unless y'all got money saved up, I feel like maybe Arise need to just, you know, lower the price range, okay, just a little bit, because it's some it's some good houses out here too. I feel like that probably is in a lower price range, so you won't be stressing so much. Because not only do you want to buy that house, and you got to put, and she was talking about the down payment of $12,000, and then plus some other stuff that's like $10,000 to $12,000 too. That's like $24,000 right there. And it's like, that's a lot. Plus you got to do the property taxes, and then you're going to have to do the mortgage, and then if you got the HOA fees and all of that stuff, oh, it's going to add up, okay? And this is not for one income, because listen, at this point in time, Cameron ain't really worried about the house, you know? Cameron ain't worried about the house. He worried about the freaking music video, and he want to become a music star, and I get it. But at some point in time, we got to, you know, we don't want to tell people to give up on their dreams or whatever. But at a point in time, it becomes where you have to be a little bit realistic, especially given that you are trying to become a rapper. Now, if he was trying to become a singer, I would give him a little bit more leeway, because the age thing, and I hate it that it is an age situation sometimes when it comes with certain type of music. The age thing, granted, he's only 31 or something like that, but it's like with music, with singing and stuff, you can sing anything at any age and just make it sound good, make it look good, make it feel good. You ain't even got to do too much. And you can make a career off of that, even if it's just background singing. That's still to bring in some money, right? But he's trying to be a rapper. And then he's being a type of rapper that is just the same old stuff that we've been seeing recently. Okay, he's trying to be a trap rapper. He's talking about the women. He's talking about men in the clubs and, the money, the cars, the clothes. Like, oh my God, I'm getting tired of it. I'm not going to lie to y'all, girl. Maybe I'm just aging out of certain things or whatever, but I'm getting tired of hearing the same thing. And that's from all around the board. That's why these days I don't really listen to rap. I have a couple of rap people that I do listen to. I will always support them. They're still out now, male and woman. But at the same time, I'm mostly listening to R&B, a little bit of pop, you know what I'm saying? That's what I listen to. Baby. I don't girl, keep everything else. Okay? It don't move me. And I'm not going to take you seriously, especially seeing you on here, because once again, you up here doing something that you ain't even living right now. You used to have a fast life. Right now, you don't live that life. You are working in a call center, but you're singing a song or rapping a song about, getting the money and having a bag, and you ain't got no bag. Unless you got the bag that you saved up from your drug dealings or whatever, which 9 out of 10, that's what he using to fund his music video. You ain't got no bag, okay? You ain't got nothing to spend like that. You need to be, and I was on Aree's side in a sense that you're spending how many thousands of dollars on a music video for what? For what? And I get that he thinking like, okay, you do this music video, you put it on certain platforms that become monetized, and that make money for you or whatever as well. That's smart too, okay? Because that's what we see people doing these days anyway, right? A lot of these entertainers or whatever, they have their own social media platforms, they have their own YouTube pages or whatever, and they put their videos up there and they get monetized and all that stuff, and they get an income from that as well. Because we see how fickle the music industry has come, because even if you sell music, people are not really making money, okay? People stream music on these streaming apps. They're not making as much as money that they could have been making if they would have just got a physical, people went out and buy physical copy like they did back in the day. They're not seeing that money, right? It takes so many streams just to make $1. You know what I'm saying? And that's just messed up. I really do feel like where's that is really, really messed up. But at the end of the day, people got to have an interest in you. And I don't feel like people really got an interest in Cameron because he's doing nothing different. You're doing nothing different. Montana Mills ain't doing nothing different from what's already out. You are behind the curve because you let that situation pass you by when you had to go to jail for all those years. That's how I feel, right? Now you are a family man, okay? Not saying that you can't be out here doing your music or whatever, but baby, you should be focused on your family. And I get it that you're trying to get money so you save for your family, but at this point in time, it really just feel like you doing this just for yourself and you're not really thinking about your family. Because if you was doing this for yourself, baby, I'm at $8,000 when y'all need, you spending $8,000 or more on a music video at this particular time. And that's the point. It's the timing of it all. When y'all need to be looking for a place to stay and y'all got less than 2 weeks to get out and to get into that place. But yet you are spending money on a music video that's not even about to come out yet because you got to put it all together, edit it, and then get it approved, put it up on there, copyright it, all that stuff, and then put it on the service platform or whatever, and wait until you get a little bit of income because it's not going to happen right off the bat. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, stuff just don't make sense. I just don't understand where's the common sense at, right? And so I understand the frustration that Aree's is having because she's stressed out. And then, finding him at the strip club and all of that stuff, and he just, oh, don't talk to me that way. And if I start hollering at you, you're going to start crying. But if I start hollering, you start hollering at me, it's okay and all this stuff. Man, I ain't got to come home. Okay, fine, shut up, all this stuff. I'm just like, this is crazy. But then on the other hand, it's like Aree's, you knew who he was before you got with him. So it's like I can see both sides. It's like this shouldn't be a shock that he's doing this. You could be upset, but you shouldn't be surprised. You knew what he was doing before you got with him. This is how you got with him. You saw him on Facebook because he was a rapper. You liked his music. You said you was going to support his career. This is what they do. Why did you think he was going to change that aspect? I don't know. But anyway, moving on from that, Chance and Taylor, I just need them to be gone. And when I say be gone, I mean broke up. Because, ooh, I got to buy this. Okay. I need Chance and Taylor to just break up because that man has no respect for her. That man is just using her for room and board. And I really feel like, again, I don't care what nobody say. He is edging and wanting to get married to her so bad so that I feel like so he can fuck up her credit. I really do. So he could use her stuff and get access to, I don't know how, but to get access to some of her stuff or whatever so that he can put stuff in her name. He can use her social security number. He can use the baby social security. I don't know. It just feels very scammy with him and the way that he talks to her. Now, when that man popped up and she wound up calling him about who it was, baby, she ain't, he talked about something, you know, maybe they came up there and they got the wrong person or whatever. Did they say my name? I said, Taylor, as soon as he said that they say my name, you should have known right in there that he was lying about everything that he was about. He was about to start lying about everything that he was about to say to you, okay? And then gonna say something, don't worry about it. And then when he comes home and she said, so we're gonna have a discussion about this, he on his phone. And it took him a second to say, well, if we're not gonna argue, sure. Okay. And she trying to figure out what's going on. And he finally tell her basically he was hustling in jail, probably selling a little stuff, a little here, a little that, you know, and instead of collecting the money like he was supposed to, he didn't collect the money. He got out of jail thinking that debt was, he was going to forget about it. And dude want his money back. And truth be told, he better be glad it's just $1,000 because a person like me would have charged a whole bunch of interest, okay? And a whole bunch of, oh, so you tried to play me? That's going to be a little extra too, okay? To me, I feel like Bobo should have put it up to at least $5,000. And I really would have said, I don't give a damn about your family. This is what you get for playing games with me, okay? I ain't even gonna lie. Now, $1,000, he better be glad that it's just that, okay? The way Bobo came past in that car, he was ready to bust somebody's kneecaps. I said, he was hanging out TikTok. I said, now, Bobo, who you scared? Taylor and Bobby was sitting there like this. Seriously? You gonna bust somebody kneecaps? TikTok. Like, girl, who are you? They weren't intimidated the least, okay? But at the same time, you putting your family in danger by not saying nothing, okay? By not saying nothing. And she said, well, let's add this $1,000 onto the rest of the debt that we got. Let me tell you something. I believe Taylor was in debt a little bit, but then when Chance came out doing the stuff that he did, now they're even more in debt. And then and the way that he wants to get married, oh, the way that he told her, I don't have to tell you all of my business as long as you're not married to me. I said, oh my goodness, but you laid up in her home. You laid up in her home and you would rather have a baby with her without being honest with her too. And you just doing all this because she don't want to get married to you, because she don't want to be indebted to your ass. Okay? Listen, it's bad enough that if they break up, when they break up, we just gonna put it like that, when they break up, he gonna be charged for child support, and 9 out of 10, she ain't gonna get it. She ain't gonna get it. We saw how he was with his other child. He ain't really got no relationship with that boy. So, like, come on. I said, Chance, you got your nerves. He be talking to her so wild. And I'm like, Taylor, why do you keep on putting up with this? Why do you keep on putting up with this? I just don't understand it. He just so rude with his pot belly having ass. I said, it ain't nothing wrong with a pot belly. But, you know, with him, he just disgusts me. He just disgusts me. I just said, Taylor, you should want more for yourself. She was like, attack on this. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Add this. I said, well, it's all right there. It's all right there, okay? And you decide not to. I don't get it, girl. I don't get it. Paperback. Okay. Have it before Christmas. Oh, well, I'm gonna go to Walgreens first and see if I see it there first. I'm sorry, I'm on Amazon. let me get off of that. Something caught my eye real quick, and I want to keep it in my memory. But anyway, so that was going on with them. Meanwhile, we got Lindsay and Blaine. Lindsay ass might be going to jail, okay? And I just don't understand, how come we doing all this stuff on TV? I said, is we supposed to be putting all this on TV like this? And it's certain parts that I'm talking about. So Lindsay, you know, it was cute seeing her with her daughter. You know, they playing basketball. We playing basketball. Basketball. That. Okay. And so I was like, oh, you know, she had to tell us that, you know, she used to play basketball in high school. Her sophomore year was her best year playing basketball. That was her passion. And she was playing basketball while she was pregnant. And nobody even knew. And she put up all them bricks. She was like, bam, bam, bam. I'm hitting threes. I'm hitting free throws. I'm hitting 2-point. I said, all right, lay up. And, you know, they was cute and having a little discussion. We talking about how Miley feels about staying with her. She said she missed her grandmama, but she's okay. You know, it's not weird that she's with her. We hear that Lindsay wants to adopt Blaine's son. And she was like, but she don't think that she will be able to because she feel like his mama probably won't relinquish her rights or whatever. That may be an issue. And then she was like, if Blaine and me get married, first of all, how would you feel about me and Blaine getting married? She was like, Miley said, I mean, I wouldn't feel no type of way. It wouldn't be no different from what it already is. True. She said, but I mean, what do you feel like if he wanted to adopt you? She said no. Because she said that means he'll have, you know, parental authority over you, discipline over you, and all that stuff. She said, no, I'm not here for it. Okay? And I said, damn, Miley, I mean, I get it. She don't really know the man like that, and you want me to already think about adopting? No. Let me get a little bit more acquainted. Okay? And I guess they trying to soften and change her narrative from when we first saw Lindsay to make her look like she's maturing a little bit. And I said, I mean, I'm not buying it, but hey, if this is the path that you want to show us, cool, do what you got to do. Because then she goes to the lawyer, who basically was like, listen, you got to charge for this, you got to charge for this, you got to charge for this. So all of them charges, like when we first got back encountered with her, especially when she was playing around with Deontay, she was still on the lam. Remember, she didn't even turn herself in. She had a warrant for her arrest. Mind you, she told us, okay, she had went to jail for 48 months. That's 2 years, right? Nope, that's 4 years. That's 4 years. Baby, I said 2 fucking years. That is 4 years, okay? 48 months, all right? And then she got out. Then she went back to jail because Scott called the police on her, got her, you know, basically said she was in violation of her parole because, you know, she, you know, vandalized his property, okay, that desk. He was being petty, but at the same time, I get it because he was hurt. I said, Scott, you kind of brought it on yourself. You should have known that lady did not want to be with you for you, okay? And I hate to say that, but that's just how some people is, you know? And so at that point, she went back to jail for 18 months because of that. And it's some other stuff concerning that she still got charges that's looming over her head for. So basically, one charge is worth 10 years. Another is worth another 10 years. And then another one is worth like 20 years. Because during that time where she got arrested, again, I guess the second time, she had possession of a weapon. And so, you know, she's not supposed to do that. And that's a charge and all that stuff. So she's faced like 40 years or whatever. And he was like, I mean, but you probably only do like 25% of that or whatever. And Blaine was like, damn, I didn't even know that she was going to be having to do all of that. I said, damn, Blaine. It was just the way he said it. He was like, It wasn't like, oh, man, I didn't know she had to do all of that. That is so messed up. He said, damn, I didn't know she was going to have to do all of that. I said, are you a little bit elated or something? It was so weird and funny at the same time. The way he just came out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Lindsay just sit there like, okay, and then the lawyer throw this in there. Well, he ain't gonna really be able to help him if they don't give him $20,000. I said, child, now you gotta go take her to the court or whatever, get her arraigned. They said we'll probably get you arraigned in the next 2 months or so. And then she has to go talk to her friend, 6, to help her collect money because she don't have the $20,000. Lindsay, I want to know what type of drug, like, Lindsay was a boss. we keep on bringing this up about how, you know, people used to sell drugs for her and, you know, she do collection and all this stuff or whatever, and people on her stuff. Once again, it's coming back up because now she ain't got that 20,000 on hand that she could just go ahead and give away or whatever all willy-nilly, you know. So she like, where I'm gonna get the money from? People still owe me money. And maybe because they think I went to jail for 6 years or whatever, they don't owe me the stuff. But no, it's time to collect on it. And she got 6 there because she still knows all of the people and where they at and who owe her what. Like, this is probably like her right-hand man, her right-hand woman. You know what I'm saying? And Lindsay said, you know, back in the day when I was doing all this for real, I used to be so high, and maybe that's why I was able to do the things that I was doing, because, you know, she'll wild out if you ain't do what she's supposed to do. She said now, or do what she said, okay? It had a little probably intimidating factor to it because, you know, she'll take care of that shit if she needs to. But she said, now that I'm sober, I don't even know how to go about this. So that's why she got a friend who calling up people or whatever. And she said, I ain't never really collected myself. I had people to go collect it for me. I said, damn, Lindsay, you trying to make it seem like you really was a boss out here. You really was a boss out here and you ain't got shit to sell for. 6 said, yeah, I'm going to reach out to this person. He owe you $800. This one owe you $1,400. And then they got word that this person or whatever, he said he got $500 right about now. So we finna go over there and pick it up now. I said, jeez. I'm like, we finna do all this on camera. We collect the money on camera. It's given very much when Phaedra Parks was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And y'all know she's supposed to be a lawyer. And that man that she was defending, that drug dealer, criminal, whatever he was, and he paid for her services in cash in the parking lot, like a drug exchange. That's what it was giving. That's what it was giving. But anyway, that was Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Let me see if I got everybody. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. Red and freaking Jonami. Joy. Joy annoys me every time oh my God. It's like, girl, I just feel like she be fake or whatever. I don't know, I'm just really mad at her. So they up in New Mexico. They finally get there to the reservation, to the homes and all that stuff or whatever. And I will say this. I had to give it to Red because for somebody who just came out of prison, he doing right, in my opinion, about not being picky where they stay at or whatever. He just grateful to have a place to stay and that somebody is putting him up. He ain't complaining about the conditions. He ain't complaining about the surroundings. He ain't complaining about nothing. He just be so happy-go-lucky. I have to give him that, okay? Because we done seen some people that be looking at something like, this it? And I be like, nigga, you just got out of jail. You better calm down and be glad, okay? That is Red. I said, okay, Red. He said, look at my home. It feel like home. I said, unless your name is on the lease, it ain't your home. So let's stop there, you know? And so he cool or whatever. And then next thing you know, Sway comes in. And they like, yay, Dada. I said, It made me pause. And I was just like, that's what we doing? That's what we doing. All right. All right, y'all, that's what we doing. And her sister was there too, and, you know, trying to get a feel for him. The sister don't like Red. The sister don't like Red mostly because she don't trust the situation. And she like, you know, when she found out the fact that they got engaged and all that stuff, she was like, I hope y'all don't get married right off the bat because I feel like y'all moving real fast. Maybe y'all need to stay engaged for a couple of years or so. A few years. That's what she said. Because you don't know this man. Y'all only had a relationship through the phone. And I said, yes, Soldier Boy kissed me through the phone. Okay, that's what they was doing. Meanwhile, we see that he's been up in there for the past month or so. Joy got him there to be a babysitter. Now, compared to everybody else that we've been seeing on this show, actively out here trying to find a job, I'm not saying that Red ain't actively trying to find we just don't see it. We seen Key Rock. We seen what is his name? Louis. We seen Louis out here getting jobs and all that stuff, or at least trying or doing something. You know, he got a car, he got all this. People making stuff happen. And I get it. It's different in different states and different people and all that stuff situation. But all we see him doing right about now, granted, this is all that we saw so far, is him being a babysitter. He said that he went out there trying to find a job. I don't know how true that is. But hey, he ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing of his own. Why do he need to when Joy is out here giving it to him herself, you know? So it's just like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. Meanwhile, you know, he gets a call from his sister who basically was just trying to see how things are and all that stuff. And she, I know she still feel a way about the fact that, you know, he playing daddy to that little boy, because you could just hear it when he mentioned that he was playing hide and seek with him and all of that stuff. You can hear it in her voice. Even she's like, oh, that's cute. You can hear that she's just really not here for it. I'm not gonna touch it. But at the same time, she was like, maybe you need to come down here and, you know, meet up with your family and all that stuff. We miss you, all that or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I think like this the time that I can come down there and spend a couple of days. I know Joy probably ain't gonna want me to, because he was telling Destiny how Joy just be all up in his phone, and if he texting somebody, he could be texting Destiny, and you know she trying to think that he doing something to anybody else or whatever. And she was like, she can't be clinging all up on you. That's that insecurity. And I'm sitting here, and even the producer said, but didn't you cheat on her before you came out? Yeah, that's what it is. But I ain't had no sex with nobody else but Joy since we've been out here. I said, Meanwhile, Destiny made sure to put it up in there that, you know, his other little things that's been out there, you know, they've been asking about him ever since he got out. I said, yeah, that's what you finna go down there for. Now, on the one hand, Joy ain't stupid. Joy know that man cheating on her. That's why she won't ask. But at the same time, you know that man cheating on you, and you still decided to be up in this relationship. So you are kind of stupid for continuing. And then talk about something, you know, you could hurt me, but then you got my child, and I don't want nobody to hurt my child. So why would you bring your child into a situation like this? And then you got that boy calling him daddy. Like, that boy literally, as soon as he came into the door, he saw him. He said, Dada. I said, oh, you're going to break that child's heart. Really. But anyway, that was Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup for real this time. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys later. Peace.